at you with a video that was requested on my Instagram and I've been meaning to do for a while, but I just haven't gotten a chance to film. So it might be quick and it might be short, but today I have a comparison between the Louis Vuitton Nano Speedy and Nano Noe. I've been featuring both of these bags on Instagram. This one I've had for a little over a year, and this one I purchased in March of this year. And so I've been rocking them with COVID, you know, as much as anyone can in this situation, but they're not getting as much use as I thought they would. I do have my stuff in this one right now. This was my go-to bag last summer, and I used it pretty much every day. You can just see the tanning of the leather, and I did an update wear and tear on this bag, and I loved this bag last year. Last year it went with me just about everywhere. And then this year, I don't know. I got this one, and the idea, and I wore it yesterday to my daughter's graduation. She graduated from preschool, of all things, and I like it for the big bucket value, the like reaching in and not having to touch too much stuff. I do feel that this one holds a lot more than this one, even though people have said on YouTube that they believe this one holds more. Because it's this open bucket, I do feel that this one holds a little bit more. So a couple of things. Number one, when I originally started using both of these bags, I was using it with my mini pochette. I have since sort of rethought that because the mini pochette takes up real estate in these bags height-wise, and that real estate is now being used mostly for masks, and there are other things that I feel that I needed to kind of carry with me that I just decided to retire this for a little while. I also added to my collection a key pouch, which one of the main reasons I was using this so much is because I put my keys in it, and I don't necessarily need to keep my keys in there. Another reason I was using this, and if I were traveling or going somewhere, I still would use it for this purpose. I was taking the clip off, adding it to the Nano Noe, tissues in there for some reason, and putting it at the bottom and then clipping it here on the side so that it was really secure, and then I was putting my wallet or card case in here in the center, and that's great. It works wonderfully. It does kind of impede just a little the closure of this particular bag if you needed to close it all of the way, but not much. Like, it sits in there quite comfortably. It's not full at the moment, but it does sit in there quite comfortably. I have found though, but again, it's pretty tall, right? So you only have then this amount of, it works as a nice divider, just like the Nano Noe has that divider in the center. So you're almost making it into that bag by putting the mini pochette in there. And under other circumstances, I probably would still do that, but I found that stuff doesn't really fall out of this bag. I usually put it in the center console of my car and just stand it up, and it doesn't fall out. I'm not worried about somebody reaching in and grabbing my card holder or anything at the moment. So just know this fits in both bags. I use this, or I have used this traditionally in both bags, but right now I am not using this in either bag. So just for right now, what I'm rocking, and I'll show you it fits in both of these bags equally, and I'll talk about the pros and the cons of each bag. What I'm rocking in this bag, which I just filled up, is an extra large pair of sunglasses. Obviously you don't need sunglasses that are this big. Right now I want to wear those sunglasses. I've got my phone, which is an iPhone 11 Pro, not a Max. A Max phone fits in both of these bags easily. I have a Max phone somewhere, my old one, but it's in other videos that I've done on this bag, not on this bag. But I just decided I didn't want an extra large phone anymore when I upgraded, and it is in a relatively slim case. This is a Tech 21 color something with a spec grip on the back and a sticker that my daughter put on yesterday. Then I have my key case, which if you've watched my key case video, you know that I also can use this as a money clip. But check this out, my key case is so pimped out. It is not just a key case, it has Band-Aids in the back, my migraine medicine in this little tube here, and a little USB port for my phone if I need to charge my phone by a company called Nomad. You can get this on Amazon for like 25 bucks. And I also put my hair ties, which obviously if you need a hair tie, there it is, but you can also put it around and hold it if you need to. So I feel like, I mean, it's a key case, but I feel like I'm making the most out of the use of my key case, and I could put some cards back there or some cash back there if I wanted to. AirPods Pro, not in a case because I wanted to make it as slim as possible, but I've been having to do a lot of video calls, just a ton of video calls, and I need these, especially with the noise canceling, that makes it pretty awesome. Hand sanitizer is a must. Mask, another mask. Repair, what is this? Ultra Repair Cream. Yeah. Hand cream, because your hands get so dry. A lip gloss by NYX in the color Praline. A Juicy Tubes. These are back. This is my favorite one. This is Dreamsicle, but I have like 3 of those now. A Kylie lip liner in Bear. Louis Vuitton card holder. And my clay, which is being used as a mini catch-all. That's what sort of like what this is replacing. So if I didn't have this, I would switch it out, and then I would put my card holder in here, my lip glosses, and maybe the hand sanitizer as well would go in here, but so all of that obviously fits in here as well. And what I do is just, I put the card case at the very bottom, and then I just sort of stack everything else on top of it. Obviously, it all fits in there quite nicely. I stand my phone up because it's just easier for me to grab, and then I just leave it open. I'm not worried about things falling out, and I'm not worried about people reaching in. I think that this is really convenient during these times because you can just grab the masks out very easily, or the hand sanitizer or your phone, and you don't necessarily have to open anything, touch a whole lot of things. It's just there, and it's an open, just a big open space. But you can, of course, close this and make it much tighter, and my phone does sit down if I really wanted to make it sit down. It can sit down. It's not going to because I really just threw everything in there. So I do believe that this one holds more because of the openness of the top. You can have things sticking out. I think that this is still an awesome bag. I'm not noticing it too difficult to get things in and out of, and it's browned up really, really nicely. I'm not seeing a lot of wear. There's one spot I pointed out previously, like right there, if you can see it, that's a little frayed, but I think that that's because when I wear it, I'll sort of show you where it falls on me. When I wear it, that particular, this right there, if I were wearing jeans, would fall like right there at my hip. So yeah. If I had to pick one and I was gonna keep one, I don't know. I say that I feel like they're mini bags, but I feel like they're so different and they serve different purposes. Like if I was going shopping, I would want this one because it has the zip closure. If I'm walking around town and I want easy access, I want this one, because this one is harder to get in and out of the top, because it's the opening, like all Speedies, the opening can be a little funky and a little wonky. This one, let me show you where it falls. I do feel like it's pretty safe. Just, it sits, like here's my hip bone right there. It does sit so that when and if I were walking, I do feel like it's right in front of me. Like my hands, I'm 5'2", so my hands are like right there, and it pretty much takes up like the whole like, front of my, like I don't feel that it's really a safety issue. I do understand like if I were to sort of move it to the back, maybe, I don't, I think it's perfectly, like I'm not worried about it for security reasons at all. I think it's perfectly fine and it's okay. If you can get both bags and you like mini bags, I would suggest getting both bags, because I think that they do serve different purposes. If you are going to get just one, or you could get your hands on just one, if I had to pick, I'm gonna go for the Nano Speedy, and I'll tell you why. Because the Nano Speedy does have the zip closure. I do think you can hold just as much in both, and you can also wear it on your wrist, like quick pickup. It goes all the way up to there, and you can wear it here, and you can wear it crossbody, and yeah. So I think if I had to pick one, I would definitely go with, not definitely, but I would go with the Nano Speedy. But if you can get your hands on both of them, this is definitely, I would actually rather have this than the Nano Noe, because I think it holds enough. I think you can add the mini pochette to have that duality of the two different sides, and I think it's a good price point. I think it's pretty durable. I mean, I've only had it for a few months, so it's not going to show really any signs of wear. And I really do love this bag. So, yeah, I think that they're great. I think that they have a great place in your wardrobe. Oh, and I think also they'd be good to travel with, because you can lay them kind of flat, and they could go in a suitcase or something of that nature. So if you have any questions, leave them down below and I will answer them. But if you have the chance to get these bags, I think they're a wise investment. I think they will stand the test of time, and I think they're perfect for summer bags. And I think even in the environment that we're in right now, I think that they have a place and they are usable.